Oof. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all of my cat cousins. Okay, I'm just gonna catch the breakfast because, as you probably know, MeloCat doesn't really wake up that early. So by the time she wakes up, she's always running to catch the end of the breakfast. So I'm just running. Well, not running. I'm walking. Okay. Is Cafe de Corral, which there's a lineup. Why is there a lineup outside? Oh, sorry, it's not Cafe de Corral. It's Fairwood. It's their competitor. So what happens is that I need to get brekkie. I guess I'm not the only one. Aha. Okay. Let's see what's in the brekkie menu. Okay, not a whole lot left, but probably still have what I want. 沙爹牛肉即食麵、炒蛋、炸肉湯麵、Padan toast. Why is there a guy talking behind my face? Okay, there's a guy that was talking right at my neck. That was really creepy. Okay, I know what I'm gonna get. Already, 精選早餐. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna get. I think I'm gonna get this toast, egg, this. Switch to either one of these. 雪菜牛奶肉湯粉. Oh, there's so many. 火腿湯通粉、茄腸片 S3 Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff. Hey, Phil Jones. Okay, just hold on. I'm gonna order my brekkie. I'm gonna take you guys to. Oh crap. Oh no, I have Apple Pay. 哎呀，我將八達通just hold on， 八達通。Hey Suzanne, hey Gaston， 我將八達通壞咗 Apple Pay 用咗。現炒蛋番茄湯係嘛？係啦。有咩啊？凍奶茶小冰。喺度食啊？喺度。Had to register for a new octopus because the way it works is that the only way to transfer your octopus is if you can turn on the other phone and connect it to the internet, which I couldn't. So therefore, I have to cancel my octopus, get a new one, which it wasn't really working on the app, and now I have to use Apple Pay everywhere, which is good because at least it works. So I got great for. I love Hong Kong milk tea. So I have wat dan. This is the scrambled eggs, and then I have the butter toast, and then I have the sausage and tomatoes with soup macaroni, and then dong lai cha, iced milk tea. Hong Kong milk tea, by far the best thing. So what you're looking at right now is actually one of the fastest assembly lines. So they just basically pile on the stuff and then they serve it to you. So I'm gonna get some water while I'm waiting. And then, so my number is 1366. So is that 1354? I have, like, how many people? 12 people in front of me. So I'm just gonna get some stuff. I'm just gonna wait. There's no stuff to get. Okay. Actually, in fact, I'm gonna go get a seat. What the hell am I doing? Okay, let me get a seat first. Get a seat. Where's the seat? Where is the seat? And I can feel a few defensive faces looking at me already because I was holding up a phone. 唔該，有冇人坐㗎呢度？ Okay, 唔該。So table sharing is a thing. It's called 搭台. 搭台 is when you share a table with somebody. In Hong Kong, it's quite typical because of the lacking of space. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna get my tripod out. Okay, just hold on. As you can see, this is a typical seating situation, and this is a fast food joint. And basically you're doomed to share it with somebody, especially during like your peak hours. So I'm just gonna get my tripod out. This is the one that I lost in Thailand, and now I got the white one. ironically speaking, before I had a white phone, so I got the white one, and I had the black one. Now I got a dark blue phone and I have a white one. Talk about horrible color coordination for MeloCat. There we go. Okay, I feel a little bit better today, although my hair isn't quite cooperating. So what was I saying? I finally got my phone back in order, and it took, what's the date today? What's the date today? Oh, no batteries. What's the date today? 28? 28, right? So it's been like 10 days since I broke my phone, and I think my tenacity paid off. My stubbornness, my refusal to take Apple's big fat no, it actually paid off, which makes me a little bit skeptical. The next time I go to Apple and ask their genius about their stuff. Wait, let's say look. Wait. Let's say look. No. Because it's almost like the customer themselves need to have a certain level of IT knowledge in order to be able to challenge them, which I don't like to use that word because I would like to respect their profession and their professionalism, but it seems like nowadays there's more and more service industries or even just products itself. They'll just outright like lie in your face just to get you out the door, and I don't like that. So Kevin, how's my data recovery? I had a really gut-wrenching moment yesterday when I was fixing my phone. But wait, just hold on. Where's my stuff? 6 more numbers. Okay, I got 6 more numbers. So let's see. America is watching. Many business now are anti-customer. It's very true. It's very true. I think it's like short-sightedness. It's almost like they're in for the quick buck, where they're not here to build like a relationship with their customers. Which maybe I'm old school. I don't know, but I'm not used to businesses operating in that manner. So yeah, because I don't operate my business in that manner. Like I don't like sometimes. Let me give you an example. This is just how I roll. For example, sometimes I would have customers that. Or prospective clients that would come in and they would want like a 2-hour crash course for me to teach them everything that is needed for somebody to give an impeccable TED Talk speech, that style of speech. A new friend behind me? Who's a new friend behind me? This guy? Very weird. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so and I'm like, I mean, I would, if I was to do business with you once, I would just take your money and say, yeah, sure, I'll give you a 2-hour crash course and I'll teach you everything you need to be a TED Talk speaker. That would be a lie. I'm like, I don't do that. Because it's impossible. Like, I like to manage their expectations like that. Did the sun in Thailand, in Malaysia, dye my hair? Why is it brown now? Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Why is my hair brown now? Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Maybe is it the sun? Maybe. Do you think this color looked better? Most Mora 1, actually most IT professionals have little to no respect for Apple Genius Bar staff. Are you serious now? It's kind of bad. Like, it's almost like they're going through a manual just to troubleshoot your stuff. The customer service is great, but the quality of work you're getting is shit. And is not getting stuff done. So I really don't appreciate that. Oh, one more number until my thing. Okay, let me go get. Just gonna leave my phone here. It's Hong Kong. Nobody's gonna take it. If somebody takes it, they can't run out of this shop alive. Okay, I'll be right back.唔該，可唔可以俾個果醬我得唔得？可以。唔該。係俾杯水啊！水喺邊度攞？呢度。哦，唔該 ，thank you，唔該晒，係。加雪菜米。Okay, there we go. Breakfast of the day. Let me show you what MeloCat. There's a toast. Ooh. And you know I like to make my toast stand up some way. And they got soup macaroni with a thing of tomato thing. I think I have to stir it. Scrambled eggs, little sausages. I usually don't eat sausages, but I feel like it. Sorry, which guy is hysterical? Which guy are you talking about? How come I don't know what you're talking about? Who's the guy? So anyway, okay, my eyes are watering. First thing in the morning, my eyes always water. It's almost like I'm emotional. So they stopped giving out straws altogether. Okay. There we go. Ha. Okay, so where was I? Okay. So the question I was asking was, have you ever is the topic of my video today. And I forgot to introduce myself. My name is MeloCat. If you guys are new to my channel, I am somebody that shares my life experiences as well as life hacks through my love of animals. Yes, that is me. I watch this back, I'll laugh. Which guy? This guy? The guy in the orange? What about him? What? I don't get it. Okay, anyway, while you guys are telling me what's going on. So have you guys ever had so much trust in your phone that you think that it's going to be operating normally forever? I hope you don't, because I was one of those people, and boy was I ever burned. I'm gonna probably make a video on it. Just is kind of like a PSA. Girl, there's no man on the side because this guy is who. Okay, anyway, so I had so much trust in my devices, it's not even funny. And I would expect them to kind of work forever, which is very silly of me. And I thought an iCloud backup would cover everything, which is also very silly of me. That is not true. I learned the very hard way. Directly behind me? This one? That's a woman. Yeah. Who? Yeah, I'm sure I like him too. I like it how he stays away from me. I like that a lot. This one, that's a woman. It's not a guy. I'm not so sure. Just kind of funny. What did she do? I didn't notice anything. Okay, so I had so much reliance on my device thinking that things are working optimally all the time, and just because I backed up to the iCloud that life was going to be good. Not true. Not true. In fact, did you know that there are many apps that are like WhatsApp and WeChat that when you do an iCloud backup, it doesn't necessarily back up your chat history. And there are, and if you are a WhatsApp user, yes, if you're a WhatsApp user, listen carefully. If you have encrypted, yes, if you have encrypted your backup, if you plug it into your computer, iTunes to back up, it will not back up chat history. I say that again. If you have encrypted your WhatsApp chat history backup and you plug it into iTunes, it will not back it up. A guy with the black hair? Really? Should we invite him into the stream? And you're probably wondering, what are these? These are the pimple stickers that I got from Malaysia. These ones are a star. Pretty cool. Naimoto, you just started using WhatsApp? Yes. Don't expect everything on there to be forever. If you need to back up the photos and videos, please toggle that button as well. See, that's the thing, right? As an iPhone user for the past decade, I assumed a lot of the decisions that they made for us was actually good, but not always. And a lot of times when something happens to your phone, iPhone especially, you're boned. Good luck trying to break into it, getting your data back. How's the fruit? She's been cutting but haven't taken a single bite since the stream started. Who is this person that you speak of? You mean the grandma back there? You mean the grandma? I have no idea who you're talking about. Butter and jam. So good. You use Google Photos on your Android to back up your photos. Automatically complete separate from other data. Yeah, I think I should do that with my stuff on iPhone too. You get a Samsung? I think I should. I seriously think I should. I was looking at the Droids the other day, and there was a Huawei phone, and you can zoom like 100 times. Cutting, no eating. Really? Hi Tracy. Hi Tracy. Are you new to? Oh, sorry. Are you new to my channel? Welcome. Everyone say hi to Tracy. Hey Dougie S. Hey bro. What up? You know what? Dougie S is one of my followers that I've actually met in real life. Last time he came to Hong Kong, he met up during one of the most troublesome times of that I had. I think I was in such bad shape. Thanks for coming to see me, bro. And he was able, to have some coffee, and we had some breakfast. It was great. And Grandma finally took a bite. You know what? The soup macaroni? The little weenies are quite good. Little weenie slices. Pretty. Usually not a weenie person, but And so you miss Huawei in America? They used to sell them? Oh. They don't sell them anymore in the States? Earth's greatest lover. Very beautiful. Thank you. I'll tell Grandma that. She's right behind me. I'm sure she would appreciate your comment. Oh, they just switched to the lunch menu now. You just never commit, only like? Okay, that's fine. It's so good. I hope that in the newer versions of the iPhone, for the selfie camera, they'll have a wide angle as well. But that said, I've seen some phones where the stabilization isn't too bad. What's EGL? Calories. You know, yesterday, when I was really stressed out with my phone, let me tell you what happened with my phone. Okay. So it turned out I encrypted my previous phone, and then when I backed it up to iTunes, it took 27 hours or 28 hours. But even after that, because I encrypted it, it didn't back it up. So I'm like, oh crap, I'm boned. So I tried to back it up again, and then the phone was faulty. And it just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't even back up to third-party apps. And when I called the shop and I said, hey, is there anything I can do? They're like, yeah, turn on your phone, place your new phone and old phone next to each other, and then just hope for the best, right? Because if that phone crashes, then you're just gonna lose everything because all of your history is on that phone. And I'm like, oh crap. And so I did. Every percent that it was jumping, my heart was skipping out of my chest. Okay. Bengal cats, yes. What? Don't buy Bengal cats. Bengal cats is a cross between like a leopard cat in the wild. Yeah. At some point, they caught a wild leopard cat and they breed it with a domestic cat. And usually that leopard cat is locked in a cage for the rest of its life. Please do not support it. I still don't get it. EGL is the Earth's greatest. Okay, got it. Okay. Oh wow, New York enemy territory taxed and regulated into oblivion. Wow. Good. Adopt nice street cat. Cool. It's not good. It really isn't. You know, just like how in China they would take bile out of bears for, I think, Chinese medicine, and they would lock a mum bear into a cage, and all her life she just lays there with her arms sticking out, you know, and I think they pull like blood and whatnot, and then she just lays there, and she would rather kill her child than to have her child be locked up in a cage like that, like her, because she knows what the fate is. Coming back to Hong Kong in late October. Cool. Hey, come visit. Come visit. Dougie, yes. Come visit. If you want to stop by my hood, I'll take you on to a tour, which I took Uncle Kyle. I'll show you all the cats I've ever petted in my hood. What do I think about pit bulls? Pit bulls are harmless. They're basically just stigmatized by people. They're just like any breed of dog. When people label animals as being aggressive, you have to be very careful about that, because no animal is really aggressive for no reason. Animals are pretty simple creatures. I can't say the same for humans, but animals are pretty simple. Is it the training? Is it the environment? Is it the lacking of care? Is it that they're not feeling well? Did you intimidate it? Did you threaten it? But if you think about it, animals are not dumb. They can calculate the size difference, the size delta between them and whatever they're gonna attack. Do they really want to get themselves killed for no reason? No. Even people don't go around massacring other people for no reason, for the most part, although it does happen more in the human world. So, I mean, people say rats, hamsters, gerbils, mice, they eat babies, but why is the question. Cats would eat their babies too, but why do they eat their babies? Right? For example, rodents, cats, when they bite their umbilical cord off, if the baby is a stillbirth and they are not capable of going when mommy is keep biting the umbilical cord, then that's a sign that that thing is dead. So what's she gonna do? Have a piece of rotten meat that's sitting around in the litter? No, she's not gonna do that. And also, it might attract predators as well, knowing that there is, raw meat left around. And for whatever reason, yeah, it is better off that they ingest that thing. So when babies are born, when mommy's chewing on the umbilical cord, their ability to go, when they're biting into their actual belly, is telling them, hey, yo, I'm alive, stop chewing, right? So there is a reason for that. It's not just they eat their babies. Otherwise, they'd all be cannibal. They eat human babies. Again, how often does it, how often does it happen? Or are they really eating them? Are they attacking them? Did the baby scare the dog? Was the dog intimidated? Did it have PTSD? Nobody knows. And also, I think once we've labeled people or animals as being aggressive, there's no way out. It's almost like if I label you as like, say, for example, you're somebody at work, right? And you label her as being a crazy biatch, then you kind of just put her in the category of crazy biatch. Everything she does falls under that. Even if she's just drinking milk tea, that's a crazy biatch drinking milk tea in a crazy way. You know what I mean? It's a labeling effect. Or if somebody, you say, oh, this person is a loner, okay? You say, oh, he's such a loner. Then every time he sits by himself, that kind of confirms your belief that he's a loner, but you kind of discount all the times when he's with somebody and when he has a social life. You get what I'm saying? It's the baby's fault. Sometimes it's nobody's fault, or it most likely could be the human's fault. Maybe not the baby, but the person who's raising the dog. So please be very cognizant when you label anything or anybody, because you don't want to be treated that way. Like, for example, if, say, say me, right? Like, I'm old school. I don't have pronouns. I don't have, gender identifications. Just, I guess I was born a girl, grow up to be a girl, now a woman. I think I'm a woman. When I look in here, when I look down here, okay, I think I'm a woman, and I would like to think that way. So, for example, if you decide to label that, I am actually a guy, right? So somehow you start to label MeloCat as a him, and say, nope, I don't think so. She's lying. She's not born that way. She doesn't even think that way. Every cell, every molecule in her body says that she's actually a he. So once you say that about me, now suddenly when people look at me, they'll be like, oh, Mel's a liar. Oh, she's working so hard trying to be a girl, but she's actually not like that. And then even like with now, everything that I have, the usual manicures that I have, the usual hair that I have, the usual makeup that I have, or even me drinking milk tea, suddenly it confirms your idea that I'm actually a liar. I'm actually a guy that's pretending to be a girl. He's like, oh, look at her, come on, overdoing her nails, trying to look all feminine. Oh, look at her growing her hair out, trying to look all girly, right? It's still the same me, but that labeling effect is very, very strong. So please don't do that. Be very, very delicate before you call somebody, crazy, aggressive, dangerous, violent. And this is especially true for animals because they can't defend themselves. What are they going to do, right? They don't even know that you said this about them, and now suddenly you treat them a certain way, and they just don't know. Then all they got is just being mistreated, right? But the thing is, once people labeled, if somebody decides to label me that way, then, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. They could see me as being somebody who's pretending to be a woman and doing a real good job. You see what I'm saying? labeling effect in psychology is actually something that's very, very, very strong. So we don't, we have to be very careful about it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep, 2024. Accept people for what they are. I completely respect that. That's why, like, you know, when people tell me, you know, especially in Asia, you know, it's still kind of, we don't really have that much variety yet in terms of the LGBTQ, the queer community. Some people probably never even heard of it, frankly. But what I think is just be curious and not furious. Because when people identify with something, be it, doesn't matter, gender, sexual orientation, whatever it is, it's not easy for them to say that already. So respect that. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember like I would have classmates that were gay or lesbians, and it was really hard for them to come out. And I remember one of my classmates when she first came out, you know, telling us that she likes girls, and I was like, okay. I was like, why didn't you tell us earlier? I was like, that's cool. Like I could have introduced like, you know, other girls to you, but that was my that was my view of it. But then, of course, like back then, not everybody's really into that. And then she would used to get criticized, and I was like, dude, like you don't like what difference does it make? Like before you find out that she was a lesbian, like she's still the same classmate. Like why do you think it would change anything? It's almost like if, say, if I chopped off an arm right now, right? Which I don't want to, but I mean, I'm still MeloCat. If I got another arm, I'm still MeloCat. Doesn't really change much. But although I kind of wish I do have one more arm so I can actually vlog and eat at the same time. But yeah, that's my take on it. So let me put my phone here. There we go. In the end, the truth outs. Mm. 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 This is so yum. I can't get enough of this. Did you know what? This t-shirt I had since, how long ago was that video? When I went to the Ganjam Psychiatric Hospital with Wendy. That was like what? Ooh, excuse me. How many years ago was the Ganjam Psychiatric Hospital? 6 years? No, 7 years? Yeah, for me, I just like to keep like a neutral mind. I'm not particularly excited or not excited about things. I think it's because MeloCat is an older sister, an older cousin to most of you, and you know I think I'm past the point when I would have much fluctuating emotions about most things. Yeah, I kind of just have like a calm mind. Like, what is it? Was it Keanu Reeves? He said he's at an age now. If somebody tells him that the Earth was flat or something like that, I can't remember what it was. He'll be like, okay, I'm kind of like that now. You tell me the Earth was flat, sure. You tell me the Earth is triangular, yeah, okay. If you tell me that black is white, white is black, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's like I'll be like, yeah, sure, tell me about it. I like to hear you. I will not. I do not have to agree or not agree, but I'm happy to listen. I'm so full right now. So how's things for you guys? It's like what, Monday night right now? Keanu Reeves? I don't know. How old is Keanu Reeves? 60? Is he 60? I don't know. I really don't know. Look at all these scratch marks I got from going to the cat beach, and I think I scratched myself while straight feeding cats. Here's an objective truth. I used to think that when I was young that there is only one truth, but then now I'm like, it really depends on where you stand. Like for example, like if you look at a giraffe, you think it's really tall, but then it looks at you, you're tiny. So who's the tall one? Who's the tiny one? It depends on where you stand. That's how I see it. I mean, yeah. So to their truth, I'm short. The other person is short. To my truth, the other person's really tall. I don't know. I'm pretty open minded now when it comes to these things. Phil Jones, Wednesday morning in Canada. Oh, nice. Chilling out with my 4 cats. How awesome is that? I think, right? Hey, Pix, what up? I did get some sleep. So it was really stressful in the past 10 days trying to get my phone back in order. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it was like, yeah. Because it's about the damage control, it's about dropping money, it's about learning a steep learning curve on tech, and it's just basically impending doomsday. Was it fun? No. I think if anything, I probably lost a couple pounds just from the lack of sleep. But yeah, I think I'll be okay. But that said, in September, it's my most busiest month of the year for work. And geez, I think I'll be working most of the time. So yeah, so I'm just kind of treasuring this last few days before the craziness start to kick in. The first day of craziness is probably the 3rd of September. And until then, I'm just gonna catch up on my streaming, gonna try to catch up on my editing a little bit. Spoiler alert, the lost footage that I recovered, I am going to probably publish one of the first videos tonight. So when you watch it, please do appreciate that. In order to save these footage, thousands of dollars, were spent, US, and also it took like 10 dreading days to actually pull those things back. But as I said earlier, I'm probably going to make a PSA video for Apple users when it comes to taking care of their phones and stuff, from my experience anyway, because I am dumb enough to think that iCloud would take care of everything, and it doesn't. Why does milk tea taste so good? Why? But that said, I think after, maybe after September, I might, I don't know, maybe go to Taiwan and go cycle with my buddy. But it's really hot, like in Hong Kong in October. So it was still really hot. So I don't know what it's like in Taiwan, so I'll see. But I think I deserve a break after all of this. And you know what? I actually didn't get tanned at all. Can you believe it? Going to Malaysia, going to Thailand, didn't get tanned. What are the chances? Just like put this thing on. You know, the funny thing is, it's like 30 some degrees in Hong Kong. And people ask me, how can I still wear like short sleeves and pants? the real answer is we got these crazy aircon. It's pretty cold indoors. When does it cool down in Hong Kong? When does it? Depends on how lucky you are. November? Sometimes December. I remember there was a year I still had to turn on aircon in December. Kevin, try taking a break in Hangzhou. It's pretty. Oh yeah, I think Hangzhou is a really nice place in China because my parents have been there, and the pictures that they took back were beautiful. And when I was taking the train from Chengdu to Hong Kong, geez, I was like, wow, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think I'll probably do some more China travel videos because I was reading up in some of the places. There's a place called Chongqing, 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 and it's called the 8D city. So you could be on like a 10th floor, but it feels like you're on ground floor. It's really cool. Yeah. So I really wanted to go see it for myself. In fact, my sister asked me the other day, she was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Chongqing?" And I'm like, okay, but I gotta fix my WeChat and my Alipay, because in China you need their digital wallets to work. And frankly, the more I go to China, the more I learn about the different cultures in the different provinces, which amazes me every time. Like, it is really weird because I mean, I'm Chinese too. I was born in Hong Kong, but I didn't realize the diversity in the Chinese culture because of all these provinces and all these different cultures that they have. I guess it's the same for Indians as well. It's not like Canada, like it doesn't really matter what province you come from, it's still kind of the same. Yeah, Chongqing, yeah. Is the world's largest ultra mega city in the world. Are you serious now, Kevin James? Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta hit it up. Probably next station I'm gonna go to Chongqing. And the cool thing about going to China is it's really safe. They got so many CCTVs everywhere. Yeah. I don't think a lot of crime's gonna happen. 56 ethnics in China. In the People's Republic of China. You know, I learned that the minorities, 少数民族, the ethnic minorities, right? Their wardrobe and some of their traditional practices is so cool. I remember I saw there's this one on a YouTube short. All the headdresses that they wear are made of like pure silver. I was like, wow. In the wardrobe is super impressive. Gone back to see my ancestral village. My ancestral village is in Guangdong, which is right next to Hong Kong. So the culture is not that different. Like, I mean, think about Guangdong is where Shenzhen is. Shenzhen is in the Guangdong province. You know, when people say Cantonese, right? Cantonese is from Canton. Canton is Guangdong. And it's actually not that different from Hong Kong. It's a little bit different, but it's not that different. So, you know, with these provinces, when the further you get, the more different they are generally. So, yeah. So if I go back to, you know, my ancestral village, it's probably about the same. But then that said, my dad has a key to his house when he was a child. And since he moved to Hong Kong when he was a kid, never went back. The doors closed since he was like, I don't know, like a few years old. And he still has a key to it. And I told him, I was like, Dad, let's go back in Urbex. He's like, oh, come on, what's there to see? I was like, Dad, do you know how cool that is? The last time you were there, you were a child and you never went back. The stuff was still in there. And the next time you go is like, what, decades later, and now you're with your kid, which is me, and maybe your grandchildren. Okay, let's see. Chongqing was split from Sichuan. Mao Ethics Female Traditional Clothing is summary with awesome silver headwear. I thought it was beautiful. You're from Guangdong too, but you're Hakka. Okay, and for those audiences that are not Asian / Chinese, in China, there's so many different dialects of Chinese. Sometimes you would go to places, even though they're speaking Mandarin, you have a hard time, if you were me, you would have a hard time understanding because the accent is quite heavy. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? Oh, Pix. Oh, thank you. Thanks for your super chat, Pix. I gotta give you some hearts for that one. Some hearts and some flowers. Everyone, give it up for Pix. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, that makes my day. Thank you. Phone replacement fund contribution. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks, bro. And when I say bro, that's just an assumption. I'm not sure. Are you a male cat cousin, a female cat cousin? What are you? Are others? The reason why I only ask male and female is because in the cat world, we have yet to know of their third gender yet. So I'm just gonna keep it simple for the sake of that. Toisan is here. We visited many your ancestral temple in 2007. Toisan. Oh, I know a word or two. A toy means I don't understand. Yep. And what is that? Another word? Ham cai means together, I think, because my dad actually speaks Toisan. My uncle from Hong Kong went back to Ancestral Village last year. Told him the news that we're all live in America. That we said etc. etc. What does that word mean? What is lave? Lave, L-A-I-V. What is that word? You know, my cousins in Canada, they can all speak Toisan. Yeah. Whereas I couldn't understand a word of it. I remember my dad would used to sing karaoke, and he would sing it in Toisan. I laughed so hard. I think I almost got a hernia. Oh, alive. Okay. Oh gosh. Good Lord. Wow. By the way, I want to kind of go back and mention about the short that I made 2 shorts ago when I found that little kitten. So I'm still tracking her down to see where she went. I want to know how she's doing. And also the turtle that got rehomed, he went to the bird park where they have a turtle pond, but because it's partially owned by the government. So now Mr. Turtle is getting a health check, which he cleared. And he's waiting to get a serial number that is approved by the government so that he could live in the bird park. So it's almost like getting what charm I call it? A government ID. Is my mom Toisan too? No, not at all. No, my mom is not from Hong Kong or from China. Yeah, take a wild guess. She's not from any of these places. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, people would used to ask me, it's like, hey Mel, is your mom a foreigner? And I'm like, no, she's not a foreigner. Why do you say that? Because, like, if you think my hair is brown right now, my mom's natural hair color is a couple shades lighter than this. Should go to the world's party central, Xi'an, Chang'an, and the Tang Dynasty, where everyone dressed in Hanfu, Chinese Han traditional clothing, is everyday wear. I want to kind of wear that. Like, I wonder how I'd look dressed as kind of like an ancient beauty. I don't know how that's going to work. Sorry. But yeah, there's so many places in China that I want to visit. Terracotta Warriors, Great Walls of China, the abandoned parts of Great Walls of China. What was the other place that I wanted to go to? Tibet. I want to go to Tibet. I want to go to Mongolia. And where is it? Which part was it that they're close? They're close to the base camp of the summit. Yeah, wanted to go there. Um, China is so big. And frankly, some of these places that I just mentioned, I might have altitude sickness from going, so I'm not so sure about that. I really am not. The last thing I want to do is die. Mm. Mm. So I'm not sure. Why is Hong Kong milk tea so delicious? Did you know Hong Kong SAR is the last Song Dynasty wartime capital? No, I do not know. Thanks for the for the like 10-second history lesson. No idea. My weakness is in history and in geography. I'm notoriously bad for these things. But thanks, I did not know that. Yeah, I think I've like for me, my biggest vice is traveling, cats, and nails. These things are like my three biggest vices. When people say, like girls who like to squander by eating expensive, buying expensive things like bags and designer, if you look at how much money that I spend on just my cats, um, I think I think I could probably get quite a few handbags a year if I was to translate that into actual money. Yeah. 很败家. I don't even know how to say that in English. 败家, like squander. You waste. You dump money away. You burn away your family inheritances, if any. Try Dali and Lijiang. Where's Lijiang? I don't know where that is. Lijiang. Amazing places in the South Hills of the mountains. Dali, Old Town, and the Lake Cruise. So you know what? I didn't know how to read the pinyin from English before. I think I should get better now. The last two Song Dynasty teenage empires died in Hong Kong while chased by whatever Khan. What is that? Is that Po Yi? Right? The last empire, right? They make a movie on him? I don't think he had a great life. Yeah, he was like the last emperor. 溥仪最后一個皇帝. Dali is Yunnan. I follow this kid on, well, he's not a kid. I mean, he's like 20-some-year-old. He's on IG, and he's from Dali. He lives in the suburbs, and he takes scraps. Like tarps, garbage bags, kettles, and stuff. And he would take these photos, and he would make these wardrobes, and then he would pose with everyday objects. And it looks like that guy is red carpet friendly. I love that guy. I forgot his name. Guangxi. Oh, okay. Every time my dad pulls out a map of China and he kind of asks me where things are, I was like, I have no idea. And then when he pulls out the map of Europe, same thing. It's horrible. Like people, like if Jimmy Kimmel was to come and ask me, is like, where are some of these countries? I'll probably get it mostly wrong. Probably most of the Indian countries, the provinces, the cities, Africa, Europe, in China, in the United States, I think I'd probably fail at most of them. Yeah, it's horrible. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get back now, and I'm gonna do more stuff to offload stuff from my phone before it maxes out. I'm at 800 gigabyte right now, and I don't know how to free up storage. I don't know how to do it. So maybe I'll make a trip to the Apple store and ask them how to do it. Anyway, okay. Let me get going. Let's see. Clean up after myself. I think this is good. Wow, this is heavy, huh? Thank you. Guy. Yep. Okay. Have a great day, you guys. I'm gonna get going. Wow, it looks scorchingly hot out there. I'm not even sure if I should even be outside. Okay, but I'm gonna get going. Great seeing you guys. MeloCat is finally back with her technology. So